much. The chief guest of today's Adventure Tourism Meet, Srimati Pravati Parida, Madam, Honorable Deputy Chief Minister and Minister of Tourism, Women and Child Development and Mission Shakti, Government of Odisha. Our guest of honor, Paul Lingdo, Honorable Minister of Tourism, Arts and Culture, Textiles and Social Welfare, Government of Meghalaya. Other distinguished invitees, Mr. Oken Tayeng, who is an Honorable MLA from Arunachal Pradesh and member of the National Tourism Advisory Council. The team from the Indian Express and Financial Express Group, Mr. Sanjay Sindhwani, CEO, Indian Express Online Media. All the other state partners who have partnered with Meghalaya Tourism for this very important Adventure Tourism Meet, Odisha Tourism in particular, Uttarakhand Tourism, Uttar Pradesh Tourism, Bodoland Tourism, all the distinguished panelists who have spoken before and who will be speaking today, all the distinguished invitees from outside and from the state of Meghalaya, all our experts, our adventure tourism enthusiasts, our dear students who are here present, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great pleasure to formally give the welcome address at this Adventure Tourism Meet that is happening today at Shillong. On behalf of the Government of Meghalaya, let me once again welcome Srimati Pravati Parida ji. Thank you, Madam, Honorable Deputy Chief Minister of Odisha, for taking your valuable time out and coming all the way from Bhubaneswar to visit our state of Meghalaya. It is your first visit to the state of Meghalaya. Thank you, Madam, for really coming and making time to be with us here today. It is a matter of great honor for the state of Meghalaya, and we welcome you to our beautiful state. May we have a round of applause for Madam, please. I also would like to welcome our Honorable Tourism Minister, Arts and Culture Minister, Paul Lingdo, who is a guest of honor for this meet. Thank you, sir, for your leadership in the tourism department and various other departments, for always guiding us from the front, leading from the front, and with your support, we've been able to organize many events, including this important event here today on adventure tourism, which has a huge potential, especially in Meghalaya and definitely in the Northeast and in our country. So thank you, sir, for your support and for being with us here today. A warm welcome also to everyone who have come, the panelists from outside, the experts, including Honorable MLA from Arunachal Pradesh, who has participated even here before on many occasions, Mr. Oken Tayeng. A warm welcome to also the Indian Express Group, all the officials, and warm welcome to all the participants, especially our dear young students. I see many, tourism students, many students who will become our entrepreneurs for the future. So I think this meet will really bring together not only industry, not only government, not only the print media, the electronic media, but also academia and our young entrepreneurs, our young students who can take forward this mandate of promoting adventure tourism, which really requires that trust and promotion, because we know that our country, India, has a huge potential for this. But if we can come together in a concerted effort, through a strategic effort, and work together, and I think this kind of meet, this adventure tourism meet, the objective is that, where we can ideate and initiate certain actions so that we can then collaborate. And it's a great platform. We have seen how Odisha Tourism also has partnered with us, how together with other tourism boards, other states' tourism departments, we can ideate and take the region forward, not only the state, but take the composite product of adventure tourism forward. So I will have a short presentation. It's about 5-6 minutes before we hear our honorable speakers. So may I request for the clicker so that I can, start the presentation, because I've been told to make a short presentation for the benefit of everyone here. So a very short presentation so that we can set the context and showcase also to the audience in the room today and also our audience who are joining online on other social media platforms on the potential of adventure tourism in Meghalaya and what Meghalaya Tourism is doing to promote adventure tourism in the state. So just a brief background of, a snapshot of Meghalaya tourism. We have almost 13 lakh visitors in the last year, and the contribution to GSDP is about 4.1%. We are looking at making it 15% in the next 10 years. We have many, unique features. One of the cleanest rivers in India, the Umngot River, perhaps in the world. We are a land of festivals. You have the Nongkrem Festival and other festivals like the Wangala. One of the cleanest villages in Asia, Maulinong. And definitely the wettest place on earth, which is Mawsynram, and Cherrapunji, which is a close second. We have a very good tourism policy of 2023 that we revived. And, at the core is sustainable and responsible tourism. In fact, just on World Tourism Day, we had rewarded and awarded our responsible and sustainable tourism champions, be it homestay, be it tour operators. We have a huge trust on community participation where we want to take the community along, since a lot of tourism locations are run by the community, the use of technology, and definitely we are looking at tourism becoming a huge sector for employment generation and entrepreneurship. These are the thrust areas, including capacity building. Experiential tourism is a very important word that we hear very often today. And I think it's also part of our policy and part of many policies. It's important to say, what can this experiential tourism be? And definitely adventure tourism, where you come and experience nature in its beauty and experience the thrill of, the adventure, be it a cave or a waterfall or trekking. These are all types of adventure tourism. Broadly, adventure tourism can be either hard adventure or soft adventure. That's how, many policies define adventure. I think Meghalaya has a range of all products. This is a list of, what all Meghalaya can offer to the world. From bungee jumping, which was launched recently near the Sora Valley, to caving. We have some of the longest caves in the world, paragliding, kayaking, mountain biking, scuba diving, snorkeling, trekking. We have had products like hot air balloon also in the past. Camping and zip lining are some of our common adventure products. Bungee jumping, like I mentioned, Northeast India's first bungee jumping site is in Meghalaya, owned by Pioneer Adventure Tours, which is a company that has really been pioneering adventure tourism in Meghalaya, especially in the Shillong, Padang and Dawki region. So I must, invite everyone who is a thrill seeker to come and experience this bungee jumping at the Maukadok Dimpep Valley of Meghalaya, which is a beautiful, gorge that, welcomes you when you enter towards Cherrapunji, towards Sora. Caving. Meghalaya is home to almost 1,700 caves and has some of the most complex cave systems in the world, where 491 kilometers of caves have been surveyed and about 5% of the total caves have been explored. We have Mr. Brian Kharpran here, who is a pioneer from the Meghalaya Adventurers Association in discovering caves. He's going to speak today, at a later time. And we invite people who are interested in caving. Our caves are also repositories of the heritage of humankind, I would say. In these caves, you will find remains of sea animals, of seahorses, sea fish, which is really telling us about the geological history of this region, of how, this region was lifted from the ocean and all these artifacts are embodied in this cave. In fact, many of you may know that the geological age in which we live in is called the Meghalayan age because of a discovery in one of our caves in the Sora region of a drought 4,200 years ago. And because of that evidence in our caves, the entire Earth's history, not only India or Meghalaya's history, the geological history of the Earth, the epoch or the time in which we live in is now named the Meghalayan age after the state of Meghalaya. Paragliding is also something that we are promoting in various regions, including the Khasi Hills, in the Garo Hills, in the Khatkuto region. We have also had international events where a lot of participants from international, participants from South Korea, from Indonesia, from USA and Thailand also participated. Hot air ballooning, we had hosted a Meghalayan Age festival in celebration of the Meghalayan Age that I mentioned in the year 2020, where we had the largest number of hot air balloons in the state being flown. Trekking is something that we want to actively promote because when we talk about adventure, we need to also be mindful of what can a visitor who cannot do all these things, because some of these are seasonal, can do on a day-to-day basis. We have worked on an app and we have, mapped almost 25 multi-day and 5 single-day trekking routes all over the state of Meghalaya. So those who love nature, outdoors, trekking is, the way forward. We have also trained many tour guides to take our tourists on these trekking trails. Mountain biking is something also that can be definitely explored. Zip lining, like I mentioned, at Dawki Mokdok. Snorkeling and scuba diving, especially in Shillong Padang. This is obviously during the winter months when the water is a little more, less turbid and clearer. Camping is something that many people are now looking forward to at various locations. We have almost around 30 camping and 8 glamping sites that we are also coming up with. We are looking at a lot of glamping locations at Nokrek National Park, for example, at Narthiang, where the monoliths are, at Sora. So, I think in a year's time from now, we'll have luxury camping, almost glamping products that, for our tourists who are coming to the state of Meghalaya. Paddling is also something that we are, actively promoting. The picture you see in the middle is Wari Shora, which is, becoming a hot destination in the Garo Hills. So I'll stop here. I'll request, the team to play just 2 short videos just to get you a glimpse of what is the potential of Meghalaya tourism. So once again, I welcome our Honorable Deputy Chief Minister of Odisha, the Chief Guest, our Honorable Tourism Minister of Meghalaya, all the other distinguished dignitaries to Meghalaya. So I'll end on this note on these videos. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, go!
Oh my God!
So beautiful.